That's
There you
like the
go.
best thing I've written in months right now.
So if you're like me, you probably want to write music in the style of Radiohead or Brad Mehldau or sometimes even Coldplay. So what I'm about to teach you, Tim, is one of the most unconventional ways to come up with chord progressions. It is truly fantastic.
This is probably unlike anything you've ever tried before, and you're going to want to stick around with us because in each section, you're going to hear something that's going to totally blow your mind about how you can take one note and have it develop over the course of 4 or 5 different chords.
Great. This is called a one-note ostinato based composition. And it's all based on one single note.
So when you say ostinato, you mean we're just picking like some kind of rhythm to be the through line between all the
Correct.
chords? Okay.
Let's start with a note. What's going to be? Pick any note that you like.
Okay. Let's do A.
A. So, A. This entire piece is going to be based on an A. Okay? And now maybe we can choose an ostinato for an A.
Let's actually do 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3.
So this creates a pattern in 7. So this piece is going to be in 7.
Why
Just
not?
like the Aaron Parks.
Strap in, everybody.
Okay, so from this moment on, we're going to basically create 3 different tiers in which we're going to select the best chords that we can use to harmonize this note A, starting from the most basic chords that contain the note A. So Tim, what are some chords that contain the note A? Think about really basic chords.
Yeah, so we would start with obviously like an A major triad, an A minor
good.
triad. We would do A as the 5th, so like a D minor. Then we were going A as the 3rd, so F and F sharp minor.
Great. So look, we're going to call this tier 1. These 6 chords that you see here are the most basic chords that contain the note A. Oh, can you come up with many other chords? Of course you
Absolutely.
can. But there's something interesting about simplicity. If you add too many notes, you know, it's like adding all the colors together. The result is brown. So you have to be quite economic and selective with that. Great, Tim. Now with this group of chords, can you come up with a random collection of 4 chords? Create a progression of 4 chords.
All right, let's start with F sharp minor. We'll go to D. Then we'll go to F. And then A minor.
Here we go.
Oh. Yeah, man. That's
There you
like
go.
the best thing I've written in months right now. I just picked 4.
Isn't it awesome?
It's so
It
killing.
always blows my mind how good and sophisticated something sounds just by using 4 chords. The next stage now is to think about tier 2. So we're going to find more chords that include the note A or that can include the note A, but this time we're going to think about chords that are slightly more complex. Okay, maybe chords with 7th, chords with 9th, maybe sus, maybe an augmented chord, maybe a 6th.
So I would start with 7th. So we would say B bass 7.
Good.
We would say B flat major.
Oh, that's
then
a great one.
C
C minor.
We could make it the 9, so it's a G or a G minor. Gosh, this can be a long list.
So let me play a sequence where I really quickly go through all of them one after the other, so you get a sense, and maybe you can highlight the ones that you really like. Let's do another example here. This time,
Okay.
and this is something we should always remember, if you only use chords from tier 2 and later on you're going to see tier 3, it sounds too complex. It loses its ground. we need most of the chords in your progression to be from tier 1.
Let's try A, D minor, B flat major 7, F. All right. Another good one.
Okay. It's good. And you see how like it starts to become harder to come up with something that feels so magical. So
Yeah.
the choice of the chords that you have to make, you may have to do more experimentation. Okay, let's go to tier number 3. Now, my friend, you can go wild. Basically every possible chord should work as long as you know how to voice it. So
Let's do
tell me what you got.
E flat sharp 11. Let's do C sharp augmented. Let's do A flat 9. Let's do I don't know.
This list can go on forever, by the way. Just start to think about
Yeah.
every possible route you have.
Notes
Just
on
think
top of it.
about jazzy chords. Okay? Well, let's stop here.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
this is enough.
more than enough.
So now these chords are going to sound kind of bizarre. Listen to this.
It sounds like a Dave Zoffer tune.
What you got?
Let's do F sharp minor, A minor, G major 9, and then A flat 7, whatever we had there, flat 9. What does it say
Sounds really
about
bizarre.
Yeah, what does it say about me that my least favorite is tier 3?
But that's a great discovery to make. Sometimes we have this impression that complexity is where good composition resides, and it's really not true. That's why the music of Radiohead is so good. It's simple and yet so magical.
And every once in a
Because of
while
things like that.
they'll push against like a flat 9, but it's because the chords were so simple leading up to that point that's a payoff. It's almost like when you use really complicated chords all the time, you can't have a good payoff. Let me write a song now. Is that you up for it?
Let's do it.
Okay. I'm going to go with A, D minor,
I already like it.
E sus. I'm going to go back to A minor, then F, D. So boom, boom.
Ooh, a B flat major 7. Or maybe B flat major 7 could be the last one.
I don't know. What do you want to put in the middle of it?
Why don't we put G sus?
All right. Got to have a little Jesus in the mix.
There you go.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing, good job. So you see, like, I hope you also come up with some of your own at home, and kind of experiment. Normally when I'm teaching this to classes, I tell students to try like 20 different ones. Just write 20 different 4 chord progressions, and then choose the one that work, discard the ones that don't. Sometimes we're stuck in some vicious cycle of perfectionism where you think you need to come up immediately with the best 4 chord progression. That's not how it works. You got to try like 80 different ones, and then maybe you're going to save 2 or 3. That's the process.
If you'd like to learn more about how we did this today, we have an ebook, so feel free to jump in the description and click the link, and you'll be able to download it and follow the steps that we did today.
And if you like music that is exciting and creative, subscribe.